Honestly, flying whilst pregnant is way harder.
Obviously, it was horrific having to say goodbye to my family again. I want to do lots more like real raw mum content. That's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about sharing my experience and being as vulnerable as I can. Hey you guys, welcome back. Wow, it's a new year. I've actually tried to film this video about 5 times and I just keep completely just, I don't know, messing it up. I feel like I'm actually out of practice, even though I was just filming the Christmas special like 5 minutes ago. Anyhow, in this video I wanted to do a quick update on what's happening, what's going to be happening in this year, my kind of aims for this channel, how things are slightly evolving. Yeah, just lots of information. Anyway, but let's get started by briefly going back in time. I love doing that on this channel, you guys know that. On that point, just in case you are new, my name is Charlie and we have just travelled back from, well, we were in the UK for Christmas and we've just come back to Australia, and it was, well, it feels like absolutely ages ago, but actually it was only like, well, 20 days ago now. Jet lag was brutal, as it always is, but yeah, we've kind of got back into a routine now, so I thought I'd jump back in time, show you guys a tiny bit of our journey over. We actually upgraded from economy to premium economy so that we could have more luggage, so again I could bring some more of my stuff over, although there was well, basically a little bit of a mess up with the seat situation, and so we didn't have a bassinet for our baby girl who is 20 months old, which meant that she was on top of Tom the whole time because I couldn't hold her because my tummy was in the way. Just in case you are new to my channel, I'm actually 27 weeks pregnant now. My tummy is quite big, second baby and all. Yeah, so that was a little bit tricky, but I thought I'd just drop in a little bit of our journey. Well, it's about 7:30, we're going to board the plane in a minute.
Nearly her bedtime, so.
Tom got no sleep on that flight at all. I got a little bit. Honestly, flying whilst pregnant is way harder. I was getting really bad reflux because of the pressure. I obviously can't put Lexi on my tummy for too long because it hurts and there's no room for her to sit, so Tom was having to do all the work holding the sweet chair.
Anyway, let's get back to business. I'd actually made some notes on my phone because, well, my brain doesn't seem to retain any information at the moment. I think as the baby brain has definitely kicked in. Yeah, so that was a journey home. Obviously, it was horrific having to say goodbye to my family again. It was so sad, mainly because this time I don't know when I'm going to see them again. We have no flights booked. We have no plans. They're not coming over to see us at all anytime soon. So yeah, it was just absolutely devastating and I was dreading it and it was awful, and yeah, yeah, it was terrible. I hated having to say goodbye to my family, but that's kind of how it is, you know. I moved across to the other side of the world, so that's just how it is. Anyway, so let's do a quick pregnancy update. So as I said, I am 27 weeks. It's getting close. I had my gestational diabetes test at the beginning of last week, so I'll get those results back soon and I'll keep you guys updated. I wanted to be, well, sharing a lot more of this, but obviously if you have been watching this, if you'd watched the Christmas special, you'll know that I wanted to keep it all a secret from my family.
This was
What? I ended up having to make that decision about whether I share everything right from the beginning or whether I keep it a secret. so that it was a secret for them, and I decided that I wanted to tell them in person this time as opposed to over Zoom, but like I had to do with Lexi.
Oh! You're pretty good again.
Yes! I promise I'm going to be sharing much more as I go along for this pregnancy. I actually do a lot more on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you want some of this like raw pregnancy baby update stuff, then please do check it out, because I do share a lot of stuff on there just because it's more like real time and it's like up to date, you know, so it's just easier to kind of share the stories on there than it is to try and edit big videos for my YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, definitely check that out. We are also obviously getting ready for a newborn to arrive in 3 months. Again, my brain hasn't really like comprehended that this is actually happening. I know that sounds crazy because I'm very pregnant right now, but I think, yeah, just suddenly this is really hitting me. I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually have to pack my hospital bag, and I actually have to buy newborn nappies and all this sort of stuff. Like, you know, this, yeah, it's just, yeah, a lot going on. I'm actually having like the day off today. Tom is looking after Lexi and he's given me like a mental health day to myself. I went to the gym this morning, caught up with a friend. It was really nice. And obviously I'm filming this video today. And I also, my plan is I wanted to try and catch up on my pregnancy scrapbook because, well, I haven't finished Lexi's one for a start. And I need to start the new one because I'm very, very conscious of the fact that this poor second baby is just not going to have everything that Lexi had. It's obviously a big thing, and anyone that's had kids or had more than one will know about this, that the second child seems to, like, you know, miss out a little bit on some of these things. And so I'm so conscious of that, and I really, really want to not let that happen as much as I can. So I wanted to take some time and start the pregnancy scrapbook ready for the second baby. Anyhow, what was the next thing? Oh yeah, business. Right. We run a blacksmithing business. Tom, my husband, does all the making and I do everything else that involved in the business. I run the website, I do all the social media, I do all the promo, I look after all the orders, I do everything basically that isn't physically making. If you guys don't know, well, you probably wouldn't know if you're not in Australia maybe, there's been some pretty big floods happening, especially in the Riverland, which is where we have 2 of our cabinets where we keep our stock. Now, one of the pubs that we have our stock in is actually closed because of the floods. It was too dangerous for them to be open just in case. And the other one obviously is being drastically affected by the lack of tourism and the lack of tourists. It's currently summer here, it's the summer holidays, big school holidays. It's normally absolutely hectic, and normally we bring in a lot of our revenue over this time period. And so to have one place closed and one that isn't really, that there isn't as many people going through is, well, not the best. Not gonna lie, it's not the best. We've basically had our income drastically cut and we're having to try and work around that. I'm trying to push online sales as much as I can. I have been doing lots of Instagram and lots of reels and all this sort of stuff. And we've also been doing a promo on bottle openers. If you want to grab one of these, you know where to go. They're on our website. They're so awesome, and they got some, like, you know, weight to them. They're brilliant. To try and drive traffic to our website. We're basically doing everything we possibly can, but it's very stressful. And I wanted to share more of that on my channel this year. That's something big I want to do, is share a lot of behind the scenes of what it's like running your own business. So hint, hint, go check out our website if you want to get a gift for someone. We've got bottle openers, we've got pizza cutters, we've got cleavers, we've got incense burners. There's loads of products on there. It'd really help us out. Oh, anyway, in the interest of trying to keep this little update as short as possible, this year, coming up on my channel, I want to focus much more on being as raw as possible. We're obviously having a baby in April. I want to do lots more like real raw mum content because that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about sharing my experience and being as vulnerable as I can to try and help anybody else out, you know, because it's a really tough time, and I just want to share my experience and share any advice that I have or anything, you know, share my story basically, so that if it can help someone. I already put like my breastfeeding journey on this channel from Lexi, and I've had such good feedback from that. Everyone really appreciated me being so honest about it. Well, this isn't quite exactly how I pictured it being, but yeah, we're 4 weeks in and still trying to master the breastfeeding palaver. So I definitely want to do more of that sort of stuff, and then obviously as the channel is going to evolve again, obviously after this just initial period of when we have a newborn and everything like that. And then eventually down the line, I definitely want to be doing more adventures, travel with children, all this sort of stuff. But just in this immediate future, it's going to be much more lifestyle, mum tips, all that sort of stuff. So if you're here for that, welcome. If you're a new mum, or you know, you're expecting or anything like that, welcome. If you were here for the big backpacking adventures, then that's just on hold just for a little bit. Having said that, I actually have a series on my channel that I've not, well, it's not on my channel yet, that I've been editing ready to release. You might remember that a while ago I did a trailer for the Thailand retro series. Now, I actually have edited the whole of the first section. I think I just need to do a couple of voiceovers for it. The first episode of that. I haven't quite finished the second episode. If by any chance I get some time, I would love to release this series, because it's quite ridiculous that I have a trailer on my channel for a film that doesn't exist.
Welcome to the world of me and Charlie.
We live.
The travelling bonanza that is our life.
Anyhow, yeah, so that hopefully will be coming at some point. So, you know, if you're here for a little bit of travel adventure, yeah, that retro series, that kind of second part retro series, might be coming soon, might not, you never know. Anyway, the very last thing I wanted to say was a massive, massive thank you to all my patrons who supported me all of last year. You guys are absolutely amazing. You really give me inspiration, and you really like spur me on to make more content. It's so important to have, you know, some cheerleaders, people that believe in you. It's absolutely amazing. When someone signs up, I'm literally like, ah! It's amazing. Someone believes in my channel. I totally love it. We have a great community, and if you are a member, then you get access to my private Instagram, which means you can, well, basically you see way more behind the scenes. I share way more over on there than I do on my just, you know, normal Instagram. And I also share things on there before I share them on my other Instagram as well, so you kind of get to see first. So if you, yeah, feel like you might want to support me, then I've got a link in the description. But yeah, just watching my videos really, really helps support me, so I really appreciate you. And yeah, it's going to be a good year. I'm really excited. Lots of stuff happening. It's going to be a big journey, and as I said, I'm planning on just trying to be as vulnerable as I can to share my experience with you guys, because when it comes down to it, you know, if you can just be vulnerable, it helps everyone just realize that we're all in the same boat, really, you know, and you're not alone in your journey, because otherwise it's a bit isolating. this condition, being human, it's a little bit isolating. So the more that we can share, the better, in my view. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys really soon.